Have you ever heard of poor man's potato soup? If not, stay tuned and I'll teach you how to make it. Hey, it's April, and thanks for stopping by my channel, My Crazy Creative Life. In today's video, I'm going to make something that I call poor man's potato soup. And you may not have ever heard of it, but it's something that I've kind of grown up. My mom used to make it, and I think I've just sort of named it that. It's something that you can have on days that you don't have a whole lot of time. Maybe you're not feeling good. Or you just need to go to the grocery and you don't have much in your pantry. And I know on days that I'm having a bad day, and the day I'm kind of having a bad day, this is something that I like to fix because it is something quick and it just helps soothe your body, if that makes any sense. So, are you ready to learn how? Come on, I'll teach you. All right, if you have potatoes, and it can be russet potatoes, it can be white potatoes, it can heck even be red potatoes, but typically russet potatoes. If you've got a bag of carrots, whether it be the baby carrots or just the big carrots that you peel, an onion, and celery. And honestly, you don't even have to have the celery and the carrots. If you don't have it, you can still make it with just the potatoes and onion. You can, I typically do this with water. Well, it depends on what I've got at home, honestly. But sometimes I put chicken broth in there, or sometimes just plain water and salt and pepper, and that's it. So let's go ahead and go over to the stove and I'll show you. Well, I'm gonna get my vegetables prepped and then we'll get over to the stove and I'll meet you back there. Well, I lied, I thought I'd come back here and show you sort of how I prep these. With my celery, I just rinse it off and then I slit it down the middle and then just go to chopping. And I'm going to use about 3 stalks of celery. Okay, then I just cut up some baby carrots, making sure ends like that. I will go ahead and chop off. Okay, I'm just cutting up an onion. Then I'm just gonna peel and chop up some russet potatoes, and that's pretty much it. As you can see, I do not use a potato peeler. My mama, this is how she's always peeled her potatoes. This is how I was taught, and I can do it a lot faster peeling them this way with a knife than I can with a potato peeler. But you do you. If it's easier and faster for you to use a peeler, then you go for it. Okay, I've already got salt in it, and I'm just going to put some fresh pepper. I don't think I threw enough in it. All right, folks, it's as simple as that. And all we're going to do is let this boil until the vegetables are soft and tender. With this potato soup, that's it. It's just, like I said, it's the broth. Well, now I did put 4 cups of water and 2.5 cups of chicken broth because that's all the chicken broth I had open, and I didn't want to open up another one just for that little bit. So, and it looks like it's plenty of water in there. So with that, we just let it boil until all the vegetables are tender, and that's it. This is not chowder, so we're not going to break up the potatoes until they are really mushy and add your flour and your cheese and whatever. It's not that type of soup. It is just as basic as you can get, and it's just almost like a potato broth with chunks of vegetable, obviously, but that's about all it is. But anyway, with this, I always fix cornbread. some may think, ooh, that sounds gross, but it's really no different than eating cornbread in your soup beans. But we just break, you know, how I've grown up anyway, we would just break our cornbread up in it and eat cornbread and potato soup, and it becomes a very filling dish. So with that being said, I'm going to gather all my stuff and we're going to make some cornbread. So keep watching. Last time that I made cornbread, and if you haven't watched that video, I will link it down in the description box below, and I will also put it somewhere up here in the cards. I finally figured out how to do that. But anyway, on the last video when I was talking about the cornbread, I said there was a big debate in my house about cornbread, my husband's versus mine, and I ended up fixing his. Well, today, even though I kind of verbally went over it, today I'm actually going to fix my cornbread the way I like it. And so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, you're just going to start off with a cup of cornmeal, and I'm just using what he uses, which is the Martha White buttermilk cornmeal. And then, well, it's a cup of cornmeal, a 1/4 cup of flour, just all-purpose flour. Any flour really would do for this. All right, then to give us a little flavor, I'm going to roughly add in teaspoon of garlic powder, onion powder, I just spilled that, and some minced onions, probably about 2 teaspoons of those. And that actually reminded me, okay, I'm sorry, I had to switch over and just finish this video with a voiceover. After you add your freshly cracked black pepper and your salt, you want to add 1 egg, and I completely forgot, but you also want to add about a heaping tablespoon of mayonnaise and stir it a little bit. And then after that, you're going to take roughly about a 1/2 cup of buttermilk and then a 1/2 cup of water and just stir your mixture up really good. From this point, you're going to pour this into a iron skillet that has got some hot oil in it, about a tablespoon or 2, and then bake it about 30 minutes on 400. There it is. It's starting to cool down some. Like I said, it's just simple soup, poor man's potato soup. But I did forget to tell you to add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Well, I hope you give this a try and you like it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.